How's it going, guys? This is Lesky, and in this video, I'll be showing y'all a max level striker build on FC24 clubs. It's actually going to be an updated version of the very first striker build I've made this year. The original video is set to a level 50 build, so if you're around level 50 or even lower, I'd suggest taking a look at that video first and then coming back to this one when you're a higher level. So looking at this updated version of the striker build, we're going to be listed as a striker for this one, and then the height is the exact same height and weight I had on the original version, 6'2", 198 pounds. 6'2", you'll still be able to maintain some good pace, but then you'll have some extra physicals and then that extra height to win some aerial battles against like the bigger defenders you might be coming up against. And then the higher weight allows you to have more strength, more shooting attributes, and some other categories also increase, but also it gives you that bulkier body type where you look kind of like a beast in game. And then the preferred foot is right-footed, but y'all can switch that up. It's up to you guys for that. So now let's take a look at some of the best highlights I got while using this striker build.
It would have gone so fast.
Come on. Yeah.
Ooh.
Touch this way.
Body?
Let's go. Yeah. What are we going? Oh my gosh, I did not expect that.
Yeah.
Oh, backing up. I think I might be on. Crazy header? Oh no.
Sorry. You just score that.
Bob.
Damn.
Altercation.
Check it out.
Get it. I want to see that. I want to see it.
Give me a sweat.
Oh, you turned him around. Oh,
Come on.
Dang, that was a good touch. So much more. Take him on. Take him on. Brother.
I was banging in goals left and right with this build, just like I was when I originally used it at level 50, but now it's just even more powerful. So for the pace page, I went for everything, but I think when I originally made this build at level 50, I didn't have the bottom right sprint speed. So it was just 87 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, but now I have it. But honestly, you could take it off if you want to use those 4 skill points in another category, and you might not tell much of a difference. You'll just have a little bit more top end speed with the maxed out pace like I have it. So 87 acceleration, 93 sprint speed, and that comes out to a total of 90 pace. The shooting page is of course going to be one of the better categories on this build. On the left side, you'll see that I went for these shot power icons and got the weak foot upgrade. I just didn't go for the sniper archetype. +6 shot power, and then you also get some penalties and free kick accuracy upgrades. I just did not think it was worth it. Like last year, I probably would have went for it because of the 25 extra skill points that we had, and it's the same skill tree this year. So I would have went for it, but we have less skill points, and it's really just not possible. I don't think it's worth it. 10 skill points for +6 shot power, and I think 89 shot power is still really good. And then on the right side, you'll see that I got these 3 heading icons right here. And then on the third one, I got the second section, +4 heading, +4 volleys, 4 skill points. And that'll get our heading and volleys both to 91. I got the 5-star weak foot on this build, went down to the finisher archetype. And then lastly, I'm getting these finishing icons, +3 finishing to bump that up to 93. And this was 1 extra skill point. You could put this on like long shots, free kicks, passing, maybe on like jumping or something, wherever you can put this extra skill point. I just decided to allocate it to this finishing just because this is a striker build and finishing is important. For this build, I am completely ignoring the passing page, not putting any skill points here. We just have the base passing attributes, 75 vision, 72 crossing, 72 long pass, 76 short pass, and 76 curve. I definitely wanted to upgrade the dribbling a good amount on this build. This is a bigger striker build, so you just don't have the best base dribbling stats. So looking on this left side, I got the Maestro archetype. We have 76 agility and 86 dribbling. I would say the 76 agility is like the biggest downside to this build when it comes to dribbling. And then on the right side, I'm getting everything you see except for this top left ball control. So we'll have 90 balance and 90 ball control. Don't forget about this second section for the +2 balance. And then I have the 5-star skills on this build, but if you want, you can take off this skill move upgrade right here and use those 5 skill points somewhere else. Like you could upgrade the dribbling more or the ball control, put it in another category. I was considering maybe going for both of these agility upgrades, but if you do that, it'll turn this build controlled and you won't have a lengthy accelerate run type unless you also increase the strength a bit more, which you could do, but you would have to take some skill points off somewhere else on the build in order to do that. Lastly, the physical page, I have some strength upgrades on the left to get it up to 84. And then I'm getting this second section to bump the reactions to 91. And then on the right, I'm getting these 3 stamina icons, getting the +4 reactions, and then getting these 2 jumping icons. So we'll have 81 jumping, 87 stamina, 84 strength, 91 reactions, and 72 aggression. I do wish like the aggression for a striker build was just a little bit higher to start out. 72 as the base aggression stat is honestly pretty weak. Even if we went for some upgrades, it still wouldn't be that high, like maybe low to mid 80s. And then I think 80 stamina is good enough for a striker build. You don't need to be running a whole lot, getting back and helping on defense. Just stay up top where your team needs you to get the ball and do some hold up play like a target man striker. And now before we leave the skill tree and go to the playstyles, I want to show you guys what I was talking about on the dribbling page. If you do want to add that extra agility to get it to 81 agility, like what you would have to do to get the build to look like that and still maintain a lengthy accelerate type. So you would have to take off the 5-star skills and just go for the 4-star. And then you would want to go to the pace page. And like I had on the very first time I was using this build, just have this pace. So you have a little bit less sprint speed, but that saves you 9 skill points. And then you're going to need to take off this 1 finishing. So you'll just have 93 finishing. Won't make much of a difference. Then you can come back to this dribbling page, get both of these dribbling upgrades, and then you'll have 81 agility. Definitely looks a little bit nicer on the dribbling page. And then going back to the physical, you can get this +3 strength to have a little bit more strength to get that to 87. But that's really important in order to keep that controlled lengthy accelerate type, because you need to have 4 or more strength than agility on the build. So now we have 87 strength compared to 81 and you're good to go. These are the playstyles that I have on the build right now, but you can change them out. Like First Touch Plus, you could switch out for Aerial Plus. I believe I used this when I was level 50 trying this build out. And this will be great if your team has some wingers, maybe with whip pass, and they're just going to be crossing the ball in a lot. Then Aerial Plus will be the one to go for if you're expecting a lot of crosses delivered to you and you want some header goals. Then go for that instead of First Touch. But I've just really been liking First Touch lately, so that's why I have it on the build. For the second playstyle plus, it is Quick Step Plus, and I think this is the best playstyle in the game by far. Accelerates significantly faster during explosive sprint, and it works on the ball as well as off the ball. Now for the normal playstyles, I have Power Header as the first shooting playstyle. I was getting a lot of header goals with this build, so it's pretty important. For the second shooting playstyle, I have Finesse Shot, but you could switch this one out and go for like Chip Shot or Power Shot if you prefer those. Or you could just go for one shooting playstyle, just only Power Header, and then instead go for a passing playstyle like Tiki Taka. I had this on the level 50 version, I believe, and it's really good for improving that short pass ground game, but also you can do like some fancy passes and back heels with it, which is pretty nice. And then for the next ones, we have ball control playstyles. I have Rapid and then Press Proven on top of the First Touch Plus playstyle that we already have. And then lastly is 2 physical playstyles. I went for Acrobatic, performs volleys with improved accuracy and has access to acrobatic volley animations. And with the 91 volleys, the Acrobatic playstyle will be a great combo. And then lastly is Aerial. Like I said, you could go for Aerial Plus if you want. So let me show you guys quickly what this would look like if you did go for Aerial Plus. So you would take off First Touch, take off Aerial, get Aerial Plus right there, And then for this last slot, I would honestly put first touch on. So maybe I would take off like either rapid or press proven. That's a tough one. So say you take off rapid and then go first touch instead. And then for the last slot, you could go Travella, Relentless if you want some extra stamina boost. Or you can go a third shooting play style like Power Shot. And like I said, you could also go for a passing play style. So that's what it would look like if you want the aerial plus. So that's going to do it for this updated max level striker build. Let me know in the comments if you give this build a try. I would love to hear how you like it. Hit that like button on this video for me, and then hit that subscribe button on my channel if you haven't already done so. As always, y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.